you be a girl?
What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another Minecraft video. Today I'm going to show you how to make custom entity models for the Bedrock edition. Now this is the newer Minecraft for the Xbox One, the newer Bedrock for Pocket Edition, and the Windows 10. So real quick, you're going to need to download a vanilla resource pack, the newest one that you guys can get with the Dolphins and the new Aquatica update. So that's pretty cool. So that way you can edit those if you wish. Now, there will be a link, or you can just go ahead and click on, the internet, go to Google or something, and then go to Minecraft and then download it. You can go to the downloads, go to the Bedrock edition, and you can download the behaviors and the resource packs to get this. So all you're going to need is the resource pack, because all we're going to do is be changing the entity models. You're going to also need Blockbench as well, so I will try to have all those in the description. If not, I'll have a pinned comment with all the downloads and stuff. But yeah, you're going to need to get a mobs.json. And if you already have one, then you can already skip all this and just load up Blockbench. But you're going to need to go to the models. After you open your vanilla resource zip file, you're going to need to go to the models, and you're going to need to drag over your mobs.json. After you do that, you need to load up Blockbench. So I'm going to go ahead and load up Blockbench now. And it'll come up to this cool screen. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my mobs.json, and I'm just going to drag it on over. And then it pulls up all of the entities that are currently in the game right now. So you can see the tropical fish, dolphins, the cod, and just player heads. So it's whatever you want to change or do. Player heads are something you can actually place down and they don't move, or you can wear on your head. So if you want to make custom hats or chairs or cool decorations, those are what I would recommend using. Same with like beds, you can make cool stuff. But if you wanted to change an entity model, the one thing you could do is just click on something that's really easy, like a slime, so that way you can change different stuff, or what it looks like, because that's basically all we're going to be doing. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use a creeper. Let's find a creeper. I'm going to go ahead and import him. So here's the creeper. It's pretty cool. You can see where he's at and everything. So I'm going to just change him to make him look like a really cool entity, and I'll load it up in Minecraft to show you what it looks like. So let me go ahead and just take the body. You guys can see the body. I can add a new cube, so if I wanted to, here's a new cube that is now linked with the body, and that's separate from the head and the legs, and how each things just move differently. But I don't want an added cube. That'll be for a different video when I show you guys some really advanced cool stuff. But I'm just gonna go ahead and leave those like that. I'm gonna go ahead and hide the actually, I'm not. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and take the body, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move it. So I just need to move the body. I need to go to the angle, because I want to go to a Z-axis to change it. So he's not a straight up mob, but actually I'm going to pivot him. So the X was actually, or the Z was actually wrong. I needed the X, I believe. Yes. So I want to go ahead and angle him about there, and I'm going to go ahead and resize his body to be a little bit more bulky, and I'm going to go ahead and move him back. So you guys can see what I'm doing here. So that looks about right. So now I could go to the head, and I could just move the head over to make this kind of like crazy looking creature. This is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and move him down one more. Move his head over. There we go. So let's take his legs. Let's move his legs out right there. Let me go ahead and move his other leg. 2 more ticks over. Something about like that. That looks about right. So that looks really weird. Let's go ahead and move this kind of inward a little bit further than the other ones. Let's move this one a little bit further than the other ones, like so. I'm gonna go ahead and take his body, and I'm gonna go ahead and resize it a little longer, and I'm gonna bulk him out just a tiny. No, you know what, I'm gonna leave him bulked in. I'm actually gonna move him down some and move this, and I'm gonna go ahead and add a tail to the body. So let me go ahead and add a cube like I was telling you guys. Go ahead and just move it out some, and I'm going to move it down. So there we go. Now we got the tail, and let's move it up right there like so. So let's move this like that. Yeah, that looks cool. So I'm going to add another cube, and I'm going to go over here. I'm going to come scroll in. Let me move this. So let's take this up here. I'm going to move that there. Go ahead and go above it, so it's something like that. Let's go ahead and resize it a little, and we'll go overhead and overlap 1 and 2 right there like so. That looks about right. Let me go ahead and just move it over half a click one. There we go. Something like that. Nope. Let's go ahead and go down. Because I don't really like that. That does look cool, but there we go. Nah, it does look better on the top, doesn't it? So sometimes you're going to do some silly stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and add one more cube. And I'm going to go ahead and move him all the way back up. Like so. Let's go ahead and move this one. Let's move this over and up one. Let's go ahead and resize it to go over some. There we go. About like that. And then I'm going to add one more cube. And then I'm going to finish the tail off like so. So let's go ahead and move this over here and then move it back right about there, up, and just like that. Let's resize it and move it like that. So there we go. Now we got a small weird tail or so. Kind of cool, yes. Now those are all in the body, so that's what you're gonna do. Now you can import textures if you guys already have a texture or something, or you guys could create a blank, which is just to create a blank and generate the template and confirm it. And this is what the actual texture would be. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the paintbrush, and I'm gonna go ahead and just paint him up. I guess if you want to paint him up, I guess you can. You're gonna need to click on it, but I don't want to do none of that. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go to my resource file real quick. Let me go ahead and go to the textures, and let me get a entity, and let me go ahead and get the creeper and just see what it looks like with the regular creeper entity. So let me just drag that off. Let me go ahead and go back to block bench real quick, and let's go ahead and import the creeper texture. Yeah, let's update it. Wow, that's so silly. So let's go ahead and go back to the body. We need to fix it. It looks like the UV. I can't really see too much. Oh, I need to move it. There it is. So let's go ahead and move the UV. Let me just kind of look around. Some spaces aren't going to be... I'm going to have to resize it, it looks like. Because, yep. I'm going to need to resize all of it. No, I might get away with it, something like that. Underneath. Kind of looks silly, but that's okay. So yeah, that looks alright. So let's go ahead and go to these small cubes. Those look like they're done correctly. Go ahead and move that over there. These cubes look done correctly. I don't even know where these cubes are. This cube looks like it's textured right. I just can't find it. There it is. Found it. Okay, so let's go to this cube. Move him up some. Let's go to this cube and make it a creeper face. Yes. Wow, that looks cool. Okay, so the head's fine. The legs probably need to be retextured a little bit as well. So let me go ahead and move these here. Let's go ahead and move the other leg down here so it gets the creepers. And let's move this leg here because that one was invisible. Now let's move the last leg down and over right there. So there we go. Now we got this weird creeper monkey looking thing. So it looks pretty cool. He's got hair on his chest right there. It looks kind of dope. So yeah, I like it. I like the way it looks. Let's change the pivot point to the legs. Now you're going to need to click the leg, and you're going to need to just click this very top one right here, and you're going to need to go to the pivot. So this is very important, guys. So if you made it this far, great, because you might have been messing up on some stuff. So you're going to need to change that over, and you're going to need to go into this. So make sure it's this leg. Okay, so we need to go over some. Let's go over this way, like so. And let's move it down one and back over one more. That looks about right. So I need to go forward some. Now let's go back one and just go ahead and go over one more. Let me see. Let me go over one more. Nope. Okay, so I want to go into. Let's go ahead and go back down one. Nope. I need to go up one. So it needs to be -5, 5, -4 for that one. Okay, so let's go to this leg here. Now let's click this one. Let's move the pivot over some. So about right there. Yeah, that looks right. Let's go down one, and that should be good. Now let's go to the next leg, and we need to do this to all the legs so that way it walks properly, because if it doesn't walk properly, then it's going to be really weird. So let's go ahead and go to leg one, and let's move it over some right there. Move it down one. We're good. Now I go to this one. Click it. Let's go over some. One more. Let's go down one. Perfect. Now the body pivot point. Let's find it. It's right there. know what? I'm gonna keep the body pivot point the same. I don't want to touch anything. So let's, unless I wanted to move the tail, but I'm not gonna go into that right now, guys. So let me go ahead and just move this down right here. It should be straight in the back because I didn't move it too far over. Oh, let's go 0, and let's move this right about 1, 2, 3, right about there. So that looks about right where we need it to be. So all we're gonna do is just go to File, go ahead and go to Save. It will overwrite your mobs.json, so that is completely fine. Let's go ahead and drag our new mobs.json over into our resource pack folder. You're going to need to install a resource pack folder, whether it's vanilla, your own custom resource or whatever. So I have one that I'm just playing with. So let me just show you right here. It's just going to be my dark sky textures. So let me go ahead and just move my mobs. Let me go ahead and go models. Let's move this back over here, and we're just gonna replace it. Say yes, and that is that's pretty much it. I think I overtook my texture on my creeper. I might have. Let me double check. Nope. Okay, so yeah, I have the Bulbasaur for my Pokemon test. Let's go ahead and replace that with the actual creeper, and there we go. Now let's load up Minecraft and let's go to play, and we'll check it out. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to play, and let's go to create a new world. Let's go ahead and create a new world together, and we'll add this texture and this new entity model. Let's go to creative, let's go ahead and go to operator, and let's go ahead and go to flat, so we can just do like this. Go to resource, and let's go ahead and go to dark skies. Let's add that like so, and let's go to game. It should be good. So let's go ahead and go to create, and after that loads up, we should be able to see the new creeper that we made. So that's pretty cool. It's really easy. Like I said, guys, it does take a little bit of time if you're gonna make some really cool entity models, but you, like I said, you can add cubes, you can take cubes away if you don't want certain ones, but you got to change the pivot points. If you have your own cool custom textures, all you gotta do is import it in there, and you can kind of move your cubes around to match these textures. So that's also really easy too. Let's go ahead and go to creepers. Let's type that in. Creeper. Let's go ahead and get a creeper, and let's spawn him. Whoa! Look at his tail. That's cool. Oh! You're creepy. Yo, that's so cool. So he walks right. He walks all weird. Kind of like a gorilla, like a monkey or something. His tail is right there. I like his tail. And he still has the same effect as a creeper, so it's kind of like real creepy. Let's go into survival. I'll show you guys. Uh-oh. Let's go to survival. So if we have the creeper, he will blow up. Oh! So that is pretty cool. That is how you guys make that. If you did enjoy this video and it was helpful and stuff, remember to leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm Dagon Black Rose, and I'm out.
My father told me when I was young, don't play with fire, be careful, son. But we were flames and fell in love.